Hey, what is up you guys? The name is SubZeroExtabyte. Like always, I am coming right back at you, swinging from this little place here in Minecraft world. So I decided to come here to my Minecraft world and have some off time to relax a little bit, starting off with the new summer days arriving. So as you saw, I really did not plan on coming back here for a while, so I basically have nothing in my chests, and I will need to gather some stuff to make sure that I do not starve in this world, because that would be a very bad thing to happen. But we are with this noob right now. Maybe that noob took some stuff with him the other day. If I find that kid, I am going to give it to him. You have no idea. This is all probably going to be really easy. I mean, come on, give me a break, man. I need this win right now. My god, why does this always happen to me? I cannot get over this right now. So we are going to start out with a redstone challenge kind of thing, which is my home ground. At least that is what I see myself as right now. So that is really good for me. So let's start by making some actual shelter. I will start the base for you guys, and then you can move on and do the rest, but make sure that you do it properly, because I will not be watching you do this the whole time. I am building the base structure for you, and you can just build up on that thing right here. Do you guys have any skills that you could be of use with, without anyone near that would be able to see me or anything? Because this is pretty much one of my weakest moments, and I would rather not have it that anyone would be able to see that, because I feel like I am not some weak dude hanging out at Minecraft. But of course right now you guys will know that I actually am, which feels pretty bad. But like I said, or as I will say now, I do not have any secrets for you guys. So I think that this thing will pretty much protect me from anyone who is in here, even this noob. I mean, I really want to win this challenge because I feel like I could easily beat this noob, and that is pretty much it. I will just roll with it right now and try and do my best, because come on, if I can make this underground bunker with a mechanical entrance, well, come on, people who will be able to find that. There is just no way that anyone will find out that I'm here. And otherwise, well, I actually have no idea what I will do then, because this is basically my last resort right now. I am literally on my last straw, since I am looking like a fool trying to do all of this stuff with redstone, because well, I am basically a gigantic redstone noob, and I do not like it when you guys or someone else will be able to see me as a noob. Alright, so guys, please forgive me right now for what I am doing with this redstone, because I literally have no idea what I am doing right now. This is just some on the fly thinking right here, because I literally have no idea how to use redstone. So just beware of that right now. So if you have any sort of tips and tricks for me, well, that will always be welcome, of course. But right now I do not really have enough time to go look for some tutorials, because I will really need to make sure that no one is better than me here, because I usually get intimidated pretty quick and I am like a turtle. I will need a shell so that I can hide in there, and right now I do not have a shell, so this is basically my shell right now. I will have to make sure that I can get through this, otherwise I will not have my shell for whenever more people show up, and then well, that means that it is time to panic for me. It was like when you make a move in chess, and just as you take your finger off the piece, you see the mistake you've made, and there's this panic because you don't know yet the scale of disaster you've left yourself open to. This literally describes what I am doing right now. That was a quote, by the way, from an author called Kazuo Ishiguro. I probably butchered the pronunciation on that name, but that does not matter right now. What matters is that this is a chess game and I am running out of plays to make. But I will not let this end in a stalemate. No, I will be battling this noob until the end of time, or at least battling him by building better stuff, like this cool shower thing here. This is pretty fly if you ask me, so I am definitely going to win this, of course. I mean, look at this right here. This is just art. All of these things right here, well, this is all just pure art right now, so I am pretty sure that I have already won this right now. But let's just continue before he finishes his little thing before I finish mine, and we cannot have that. I have decided to go out and make my shower the same way. I am just going to be building a thing that is not like any other thing, but it will be better than his. I mean, look at what he has, man. That is not good at all. I am easily going to be winning, just so that I can make sure that I do not end up getting my butt kicked by this little no-namer right here. I really have got no clue about who he is, but I mean, if he challenges me to a build off, then well, I am not going to be declining that. I am pretty sure that I can kick this guy his butt, no questions asked at all. Now I really like this build off challenges. Actually, this is like the best idea that I have ever come up with right now. But the shower is nice and all, but we have to move on and make sure that we can win the second stage, because today is all about winning and winning and winning. See what I did there? I literally said winning 3 times because we are doing 3 challenges today. I mean, you obviously know what the first one is. but the second one is a tiny bit cooler, I promise you that. Just wait until you see what Uncle Sub has in store for you today. I can already tell that you will not believe your own eyes, which as you can see is the house build. And I am really excited for this one because I am one of the best builders in town. But first things first, I am already proud of the fact that I was able to get the idea from myself, which I had applied to basically everything right now. So that was a pretty awesome thing, to be honest. So I basically came up with this whole challenge thing after this noob was trying to be better than me in some stuff. So I decided to make this little Olympic style stuff and make sure that I can show him once and for all that I am a winner and not a loser. But something is telling me that this will not work out the way that I wanted it to. It is just something that I feel coming up. I mean, that does not mean that this is a bad thing. I mean, I would rather have things go wrong while I am in the beginning stages of building this, because otherwise I would have to start all over again when I am almost done, because that would be a bummer. Now I will start building and stop the talking. I am kidding, I will never do something like that. I mean, he is the one showing up here in my realm uninvited. I did not ask for that at all. Or maybe I did by inviting him here through that little lever thing that I used. But I am not going to be blaming any of this on me. But that is not something that I want to do right now. So I am just praying to the gods that this will actually work in one go and that I can finally have a good comeback on this little dude and pretty much mark my territory right away. Okay, so since that did not turn out all too well, I think that I just want to go ahead and start finishing my little humble abode right here so that I can finally have a new place to rest my head when I am tired. That means sleeping, by the way. Not that I'm going to be sleeping right now, of course. I mean, that would not be in my best interest right now, just because then I would have to sleep while he is building a sick fortress. Well, that is not happening. But talking about me sleeping is not going to be getting us this house finished, because there is a lot of building that will need to happen right now, otherwise we are still left with nothing. So our plan of attack right here, or actually rather my plan of attack right here, since you guys are not actually helping me on this little mission of mine. But as I was saying, the plan of attack, we will have to make something out of this house, and maybe we can make something out of redstone so we can actually make the house disappear. Not my house, of course, but the house of John Doe. That way I can still fool around and mess with this guy. And if his house is gone, well, that just means that I am left with the only house, and that means that I'm the winner of this little challenge that we just made up. So that is going to be pretty awesome, right? I know it is going to be super sick right now, just mark my words, people. This is going to be the most legendary video that has ever been posted to this platform that we can call YouTube. I am just trying to think of ways that I have seen SubZero use when I was spying on him a couple of weeks ago. I mean, he had already tried to just hide a house inside of a rock wall, which did not end up being a good thing after all. So we are going to have to move on to another strategy, and that was where I came across an older video of SubZero where he was teaching a noob some cool Minecraft stuff some time ago. So I was like, maybe I can use his own tricks to save myself for a change. So that was what I was going to try and do. So let me just tell you that I'm quite excited to be doing this right now, because that way I can still come out on top of this race. I mean, he's building a pretty mean looking little castle right there. So that is pretty good on his end. But then again, that is just that. I mean, it could of course be a lot better, right? But you know, I think that I just want to go ahead and start doing something else to bum him out. I mean, I could just rely on me finishing this house right now and actually making it look kick butt. But right now that is not in my best interest, because I am pretty sure that he is committing foul play as well. So then I cannot be the one who is playing the right game, right? I mean, I am not going to let him sabotage me after me sabotaging him without sabotaging him back. So let me just tell you that I'm quite excited to be getting some sleep again very soon. And I will need some sleep because I keep getting tired. Well, you are asking why I am sleepy. Well, you know, I am a SubZero and I am pretty much up around the clock because I have to make sure that I can enjoy people around the world, right? And well, because the last time that I did not have an interrupted sleep is like months ago. I mean, since these guys found out that they could just storm into my realm, they just literally started taking full advantage of it, and I hate it. I mean, how annoying is it when you get woken up every day at like 3 o'clock in the morning just because some guy is bashing at your door? I can honestly tell you that this is not a very fun and exciting thing to be doing. But I guess that I will just have to go through with this right now, because otherwise I will definitely never have another good night of sleep. I mean, come on. It just feels like every day is getting worse right now. I mean, I already do not get enough sleep, and you should be getting enough sleep in order for your brains to be working properly. And right now I am thinking of a way to get all of this over with. And I am on just a couple of hours of sleep, and that is just not something that will work for me right now. I mean, it is the harsh truth at this point, but it is just something that I will have to cope with until everything right here has all been sorted out. And of course I will need to use my brain and the right skills to actually start entertaining people again. So to not have that anymore is just a big blow for me personally. But I had to get through that. And I did get through that quite successfully. But that was the point where all of the noobs came tagging along and starting invading all of my personal space. But that will not matter right now, because my house is looking fancy, my man or woman. I am not really sure, because I just could not stop talking about the noobs where all of this started with. And I think that I have got plenty of reason for that. But that does not matter. I am willing to go forward right now because there is just too much at stake here. But I am not mad at that. And the only reason why I am not mad at that is because I am going to be a changed man from now on. I am not just going to cast out all the people that come to me for my experienced help and such. No, I am going to change them by changing myself and my outlook on said people. So I will be getting some stuff together, and by stuff I mean explosives, and I am going to make sure that this noob does not have anything to do with getting my house blown up by turning him into a winner. That is pretty good, right? That is one way to put myself on the map again, right? I mean, I am just a freaking mastermind right now. So let's get a move on, you little guys, and follow me to the other side of this landfill right here. So like I told you guys a second ago, I am going to be a changed man from this point forward. So I am just going to go ahead and get this all over with so that I can actually get some stuff done instead of trying to be a builder and a talker at the same time. To be honest, building this home right now also makes me feel at home for some reason, and because I always used to make these things a couple of years back when I was just playing on my own instead of with you guys. But you know, that might actually just be me rambling, to be honest. Who knows actually? I just know that it feels good to be making this thing right now. But of course I am going to keep feeling this feeling of being home and this feeling of nostalgia. But since this guy is also done, or at least that is what I think that he is. I mean, he looks about finished to me, just like my home. But if you would be asking me, then I think that again I am the clear winner of this journey right here. I think that it is clear to say that I am just the best in basically anything, and that no one can stop me. Not even a noob who actually knows how to do some stuff. I mean, we already got the first round done, but this revenge option here is still going to be saving me right now. So I will be gone after this one because I am just the king of this game and he is not gonna beat me. But next up will be the parkour part of this thing. I mean, no one is just going to take their stuff and run into a pillar like that. So I mean, all of those people that work in the wizarding world have got all of their secret and magic stuff figured out really well. But now I am just going to have to perform the same trick, because otherwise I am still going to be eating cake for breakfast, lunch and dinner. Even though that is for beginners, you do not even know. That was a quote from a song by Donald Glover, aka the Childish Gambino, and he is a cool guy. Again, not that this makes any sense right here now, and he will be losing because of course, like you all know, I am just a king in Obby. That is just a well-known fact, and I think that you guys already know that. So it should not be a surprise that I will be taking this one home with me, since I am the best in this, and he is not. I mean, look at this guy going. I would wish him best, but that is not what I am doing right now. I want to win first, and then I will be a good sport of some sort when things get tough. Because you know what they say, right? When the going gets tough, the tough get going. This is said by some guy in the base of operations in the Division. A great game, by the way, if you ask me. But that does not matter. What matters is that we kind of managed to do this. Even though it does not really look that promising right now, at least we can get to the waterfall and we will see what happens next right here. Oh god, this will be going wrong so bad right now. This is insane. Oh, the noob is gaining speed. He is going to overtake me. Well, I guess that I'm not as good as that I thought that I was. That is some sad truth right here, people. This is really sad, but I guess this is a sacrifice that I have to make sure that this noob can finally become the pro that he has always wanted to be. So with my help, I hope that we could have done just that. But with that said, I think that it is time to evaluate the day. So I of course won, which is no surprise to me, nor to you. Or at least that is what I hope. This is such a lovely story, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed this. and I will see you in the next one, where I will be ready to win a challenge once more and prove to you guys that I'm the one and only pro in the entire world of Minecraft. There is literally no one better than me when it comes to an episode of Noob vs Pro, except for this guy right here. Well, he thinks he's better, but I mean, come on, right?